use star code BramP.
Hey everyone, so there is a lot of speculation around a school in Bloxburg, and I thought it would be a fun idea to actually go ahead and think about what a school would actually look like in Bloxburg. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. So the first thing we have to tackle is that Bloxburg only has a 12-player limit for each server. So let's say we have 6 benches for each school, tables. So then that would be what a classroom would look like. So that's not too big, right? That's like the maximum amount of players. If all players went to school at one time, this is what it would look like. So let's give that some flooring. Of course, we need some room in the front for the teacher as well. So basically, this is what a classroom would start off as. We also need a blackboard, so we have that down as well. Now, of course, we wouldn't only have one classroom, so we do need a hallway. And in the hallway, we need some room for lockers. So I think that's about it for the hallway. And then maybe right next to that, we should have a computer class as well. So computer class, same thing. We can only have 12 people in a server, so I think it will be quickly filled. So 4 people per table in a computer class. That would mean 3 tables and that's enough. So it would look something like that, adding the computers on top of this. Wow, Bloxburg is doing the weirdest things to me. What is going on? Gee. Oh, no. I'm not gonna buy a new one. Oh, that's a smart business plan, Coeptus. If you copy something that you already have in your inventory, it's just gonna add it to it. But why is Bloxburg doing that to me? That is so strange. Alright, so this would be the computer class then. So the school will actually not be that big if a school were to come, I think. Because every time we talk about schools in Bloxburg, it's like it's gonna be the biggest thing ever. But I mean, if we have a classroom and then a computer room, and then I'm also thinking like, okay, we need a school, but in that school, would it be a high school? Would it be a primary school? Would it be a toddler care? Because that are 3 totally different things. So I don't know how that would actually work. Let's say this is the gym. So the gym can actually be quite big. So this is where we will work out, I guess. And then this is where the kids will play outside. So this is what a school would actually look like in Bloxburg, I guess. Well, hopefully a lot better. Oh my god, why does it low-key look like a prison though? That is literally, I'm so ashamed of this build. That is literally the ugliest school I have ever seen. So anyways, we would have a classroom for 12 people. And then we have to think about the teacher. What will that be? Will it be a teacher job? Because if no one is doing the teacher job, then who will teach the students that actually come to school? And that's kind of like a hard thing to imagine for me, because I mean, I would love to have a teacher job. That would actually be so amazing if you could do a teacher job. But then there's a thing of like, what if there's no students, or what if there is no teachers to work? And that would be pretty hard to do so, because an NPC teacher would be boring as well, unless if you go sit down, then you get an NPC teacher in front of you and you have to like take tests or something and get paid for that. Oh my god, that would be so cool though. If as a kid you could actually get paid by going to school. So if you just sat down, you did some like basic math, like 1 + 1 or 3 + 5 or stuff like that, you get money for each of those tasks, just like pizza baker, but then with like math or something like that, or finish the English sentence and then do your. So many people would get $0 from that, but I think that would be quite fun actually. But math is universal, so no matter what language you speak, you can still do math. So I think that would be a cool job to add. But then there's still the case of the teacher, and will the teacher actually be a job, or will it be an NPC? That's quite hard to answer right now, because I feel like both have negative points to them, both have positive points. But if there's no teacher to teach, then what are the students even doing? So that's kind of hard to do. And then in the computer class as well, what do you actually do in the computer class? Do you just sit here? Because that will turn into another city hall. Because if you just go to class and you just sit here behind a computer and do nothing, then I feel like people will get bored of that quite fast, just like they did with the city hall. Wow, yes. Now, just like they did with the city hall, and I feel like people will just sit here. I feel like when it comes to a school, maybe a pool or a gym will be the most important feature for it to have, because that's something people can actually use, and maybe the playground as well, to like make friends and stuff like that. But the actual classrooms will actually be quite hard to do, but it would be fun. And I only just thought of that, to have like a job where if you are a kid, you can go to school and you get paid for answering simple questions. I feel like that would be a cool job to add as well. And you can only do it as a kid, you cannot do it as as an adult, maybe as a teen as well. But I feel like that would be a lot of fun to add to the game. But yeah, what else does a school have? So we have the hallway with the locker rooms, well, imaginary locker rooms, imagine they are there, and a classroom for 12 people, because if you add a classroom for more than 12 people, it will be kind of useless because there's only 12 players in a server, so that's kind of stupid to add as well. And then in the playground, what do we have as well? Like, do we have like ball games or something like that? Because that's kind of hard to imagine as well, like something to, I don't know. It's kind of hard to imagine a school in Welcome to Bloxburg for me. I know it's something a lot of players want, and I would like that as well because a lot of players want it, but it's hard to imagine what it would actually look like and how it would function. Would it close at a certain hour? Would it open at a certain hour? How would you go up there? Would you drive up there? Would you teleport there? And would there be jobs that only kids and teens can do? Because that's another main factor playing as a teen or a kid as well. Like, how do you make money? Because if you always want to play as a kid, and if you even roleplay with yourself and you want to stay as a kid, there's no real way to make money. So I feel like going to school and answering simple questions would be perfect for that. But I don't know, we'll see about that. What do you think will be in a school in Welcome to Bloxburg? Because I do like to know what you guys think, or what you guys would like if there was a school in Welcome to Bloxburg. It is fun to speculate. I'm not saying that it is coming to the game, but it's fun to speculate and think about what will happen. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I just wanted to have like a little fun game where we actually try and see what a school could look like in Bloxburg, but I'm not saying it's ever going to come, so here we are. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, and please subscribe.